to the Idris interference affecting our jump distance. I have the briefing packet ready.
Alright guys, so we are back here at Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, and somebody mentioned they wanted the voice volume slightly higher for the actual people playing, which, or the people speaking, which I totally agree with. Let's take a look and see what we can do here at PyCon. Remember, we got those 3 Manticores, and I want to go ahead and rename these ships, because we did promise that we would rename the ships for people, so I'm going to jump into the fleet itself, and we're going to go ahead and rename them. I know one of the ones that wanted to be renamed was Doomsday, so I want to just take a look here. I'm looking at my phone, make sure we've got all of the names necessary, but first let's listen to the mission.
Colonial Fleet relies heavily on the Idris network. It provides access to accurate real-time locations and trajectory data of interstellar objects. The network is vital to our jump calculations. Without Idris, we can't tell if there's going to be a planet-sized inconvenience at the end of an FTL jump. We believe the Cylons are behind the interference of the Idris network and using the civilians at Caprica Terminal as a human shield. Caprica has granted us operational access to the terminal surrounds. Galactica is still MIA, so there will be no Battlestar to save the day if the Cylons do show up. To recap, we have to destroy every Cylon transmitter we find, restore the Idris relay, and jump back to Ragnar, all without causing a single civilian scratch. Just another day at the office, right, Commander?
You could say that again. Okay, well, we're going to dismiss, of course. We'll take a look here at the fleet. And right now, I'm just going to rename one of the actual fleets here. And that is going to be the Doomsday. So I think right now we're still in the tutorial mode. We might need to wait a bit before we're actually able to rename these fleets. That's a definite possibility. I am watching to make sure that you guys are following up with your promise to keep on jumping back.
Detected,
and I think, yeah, we do have to wait
fleet,
at least one particular, I guess you could say, one particular battle, because we're still in technically the tutorial before we can start renaming fleets. So we're going to proceed, and then I think some of you guys deserve on episode 3 to have some fleets renamed, some ships renamed, so prepare for that. I already have a lot of you guys that have put down some names. We're going to probably have to roll some dice to decide who gets named, but we're definitely going to go for it, guys, so keep that in mind. Alright, here we go. So, we've got, of course, our 3 Manticores. Those are our main ships now. I like this. 1 in front, 2 on the right and left side. I might want to move the shipyards up a little bit, and we're ready to go. Here we go, guys.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Sir, Caprica Terminal has been locked down and local forces are en route to our position. Readings indicate there's definitely a bogus transmitter in the area.
Civilian lives are of value. Their property is not. Find and destroy any relay hijacked by the Cylons.
You heard it, Commander. Go blow up somebody's satellite.
Alright, well, we have pretty straightforward orders here, guys, and we are going to follow them. It's that simple. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with the Lancer.
So say we all.
And I can already see some of the relays over here. The one thing I am worried about is, of course, the possibility of our dataless shipyards being attacked. So I'm going to go ahead, pop the squads, launch them, and we'll have them defend. I think that's going to be their most important goal, and we'll keep on moving towards these satellites to try and get rid of them. Alright, here we go. So yeah, prioritizing targets is important. We're going to focus fire on the satellite. I think our Manticore is going to be in range, but I can't be 100% sure. We also can't forget that we've got these beautiful babies, 2 Adamant-class ships. And actually, we didn't pop any of the Vipers here, so I'm going to launch 1 Viper Squadron here and launch another one here. And these guys are going to be responsible for taking out all of the satellites that you see around this center. I want to go ahead and make sure the Manticores are flying correctly. Let's end the turn. 1 sat down, baby. But 1 is not enough. Believe me, the Cylons, they're able to hack very, very well. They're more than likely going to go for another.
We can leave Helios Alpha, correct?
Not quite yet, Admiral. Idris data is still compromised. I've got another candidate for the source of the interference, however.
Okay, well, in other words, she has no idea. Lucinda Kane is probably
Squadron target
just
is confirmed.
as unknowledgeable as the other female protagonists in this game. They're both probably unsure of what to do. We will go after that next satellite. We're going to keep moving forward with our ships, and I'm going to keep moving forward with my manticores as well. I don't want them crashing, though, and I'm going to start bringing them closer, if that makes sense. Let's take the Daedalus class ships. We're going to defend the Daedalus. So I'm going to go ahead and... Okay. And the next Mark 1 ships, we'll sort of decide what to do in a second. But right now, I'm going to end the turn. You can actually see the Mark 1s going after the satellite. Believe me, they're going to destroy that thing so quickly. It's not even built by the Cylons. It's a human creation. The Cylons have simply decided to override it. What's this?
New Dratus contacts. Terminal broadcast isn't expecting any arrivals, so we have to assume the jumpers are hostile.
Yeah, you think so. So, sure enough, the jumpers are going to be hostile, I'm pretty sure. We're going to go ahead and immediately start turning our manticores this way. We have a system ready to take on the enemy. And I think the same is going to be true for these guys. We will go after the other ships, but with actually the adamants, I'm going to turn them. I'm hoping we can turn them because there's a ship back here. I think you guys can see it, the unidentified contact. I want to get rid of that thing. So let's go ahead and continue here. Come on, boys. All right, another satellite down there. Great job by our boys. And those adamants are turning
confirms unit is
just as best as they can.
And it seems to be getting stronger. Commander, I have identified 2 more satellites showing potential interference.
All right, well, it's satellite pinata time. And as you can see, if we were not watching these ships, it would be a definite crash. Even now, these adamants are getting really close to this center, and I don't like it. We're going to take
Commander.
the Mark 1. Just one group of Mark 1s I think is sufficient. Send it after that satellite. And we have another satellite over there. I'm going to send this Mark 1 squad to take it on, but it is behind enemy lines. There's a good chance that this Mark 1 squad is not going to survive the attack. I'm going to try anyway. Kind of see what happens. We already see one of the enemy ships, and it's the one I hate the most.
On it, Commander.
Despite being a tiny little ship, this bastard ship is a pain in the ass. The Lancer Manticore. I'm going to go ahead and fire, at the Nemesis. Shame on me. We're the Lancer. We're going to fire the Nemesis with a full
missiles on their
3
way.
volleys. We're not in booster mode, so we should be able to get every single one of those volleys out, and I'm hoping this just destroys that ship completely. I'll also target the ship with this Manticore. I want that one on the right to be aware of the danger ahead of him, because there is a ship coming in, and we don't know what's going to happen. There we go. Guided missiles out.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
And man, our thing is just barely passing. Oh, it's so close. Of course, our Manticores are still moving forward. Keep on firing at that thing. Try to do as much damage as we can. I'll focus fire on him. I think he's already focused, actually. And we want to go ahead and focus fire on this other bastard. I'm going to lower our speed a bit. Focus fire on the other Nemesis. We should actually have just picked this out of the screen. You could literally just click on it. But we like the hard route. It's always more fun. Okay, so we are going after that next satellite. I'll see how our marks do. And we will start firing missiles as soon as we clear this large space station. You have to keep in mind, humans live here, so we don't want this thing destroyed.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Come on, boys. Fire, fire, fire. He's turning away quickly, trying to get away from our guns. Actually, really good play by the enemy. I've got to give it to them. I'm almost tempted to take my Daedalus class ships and bring them over to the fight. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. He's been defending long enough, but we're being hacked. Which is actually another reason to go ahead and kill these guys quickly. Let's go for this one. I'm trying not to lose a single Manticore. What's this? Is that an enemy Talon? I think it is. That is an enemy Talon class ship. We can fire our missiles, guys. I hope so. Remember, these Talons, I'm actually not too afraid of them. But once they get a broadside in, they do a lot of damage. The thing about the Talon is you've got to deal with them quickly. If you don't, you're in a serious pickle, to put it simply. Let's take this guy, and we're going to target the Raider prototype squadron. I want to get rid of them. I don't want them to be a threat. And let's hope for the best. There we go. Oh, please don't hit my ship. Please don't hit my ship. Oh, 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 oh. We got so lucky there. We've had a lot of close calls with the missiles. Let's not lie. I'm going to raise up. Focus fire. I'm going to do the same with this guy over here. We don't have to raise up too much. We'll still focus fire, though. And we've got our Mark 1 squadron going for that satellite. So that's still happening. We destroyed one of the other enemy ships. Now I want to destroy this other hacker, the Nemesis class. While that's going on, I'm going to take this guy and go after the Talon class ship right there. I want to see how far away we are from firing guided missiles again. And not too far, but we have to lower our elevation here so that we get perfect shot. I'll also take a look and see if we can repair anything, because he could be trying to take down, and sure enough he is, our armory. I don't want that happening. Let's go, boys. Turn, turn, turn. Come on. Still opening fire at the enemy ships, which not exactly a bad thing, but I want him focusing on the town.
Navigation data is still compromised. They must have control of the entire Idris system by now.
Not to mention we've destroyed more Caprican infrastructure in the last few minutes than the entire Cylon fleet could on a good day.
We've wasted enough time. Commander, remove the Cylon threat from Caprica Terminal before any more lives are put at risk.
Alright, we can do that. There's a lot of Cylons, though, and our ships currently are not exactly really targeting them. We're going to get our guys close up here so we can get some hits on the Cylons. But it's going to be tough, I think. It's going to be a hard fight no matter what we do. Still trying to take down the enemy here. And I think at least now we can fire some missiles, so let's do that. Fire a guided missile here at the rear of the Nemesis. Fire another guided missiles at the rear of the Nemesis. And while that's going on, we are going to target the enemy Talon with this Manticore. And while we're doing that, we'll also go ahead...
Yes, Commander.
And focus fire. We'll also take the Mark 1 squadron here. He's doing great. And we might as well select the Nemesis as a target. And we'll end the turn, guys. Here we go! Still got a lot of enemy ships firing at us, which is kind of annoying. And man, we're still not able to get that Talon. That's weird. We destroyed the Nemesis ship, but it looks like, for whatever reason, our Adamants are not firing at that Talon. I'm not sure what the reason is. We're going to raise up a little bit with this guy. I'm actually going to come in from the right side. And we're still one turn away from being able to fire. If you look over here, you can see that our Vipers are actually still in combat with the enemy Raider prototype, but they haven't really done too much damage, to be honest. So that's definitely a cause for concern. Let's see how we're doing here. Now, thankfully, I checked. If not, we would have blown up. We're going to have to turn these Manticores around and bring them back to the fight. That other ship was destroyed. Of course, we'll be seeing that on the auto replay. But we must keep chasing this ship here, and at least we're getting shots on this guy. Whereas against the Talon, none of our guys seem to be shooting. It really looks like they're avoiding. I mean, finally there's some shots going that way, but I think they're mostly coming from our marks, and I believe I am correct. Here we go. Keep on chasing that bastard. Keep on chasing him. Fire guided missile. Hit the Talon. Fire guided missile. Hit the Talon. And I'm going to go ahead and increase my attack to 2. And we are firing at it now, so finally we've got those guns actually firing. The missiles are outgoing. I'm hoping the rear armor is badly damaged, but it looks to be in a pretty good state. We're going to knock down his hull little by little. It's the only way to defeat him is just to take him down little by little. It looks like we destroyed the other one, and of course we'll see that in the auto replay, but we're chasing the final one now. So here we go. Nope, he's still alive. Never mind. The other one is still alive. Look at this bastard. He does not want to give up. I think we might have a few guided missiles here which we can fire. We might have to wait a turn or two, but it's definitely a start. And let's keep killing this bastard. Get him, boys. Love those Mark 1s. You're doing a great job. Now he's turning, though, and of course his shields on the left side are not as badly damaged. And I must say the AI has dramatically improved in this game. It really has. We're going to fire guided missiles right into him. Do the same with these other 2 ships. Fire guided missiles directly into the enemy. And fire guided missiles directly into the enemy. We're throwing everything at him. Where's that other Talon? Did we destroy him? Nope, we didn't. I'm going to go ahead and keep chasing him. And I don't think we're going to have to chase him for much longer. because as soon as we get these guided missiles out, we're going to be doing very, very well. I'm even going to take the Mark 1s over here at the Daedalus and start targeting his ships.
Squadron
1
target is confirmed.
and 2. As you can see, even though we sent that Daedalus squad out, he came back to fight some more. Pretty typical. Let's go, boys. And girls, of course. In fact, most of the commanders in this game are females, so we've got to keep that in mind. Lucinda Kane being the leader of the fleet itself.
Subsystem repairs are complete.
There she goes! 1 down. 1 more to go. He's doing that turn. He's doing a really good job at getting away. And we'll come on, frack. I thought we could fire already. We're going to have to wait a bit longer. In the meantime, we can start sending these guys across.
Understood.
Let's go. Here we go. Yeah. It's looking all right. Come on, boys. Luckily, our Adamant has a lot of hull armor. But just all of this turning, all of this work that we have to put in is frustrating me, because we should be able to destroy this thing easily. You know, we shouldn't have to work at it, but we're having to work at it big time. In fact, I might even go ahead and boost thrusters on this guy just to get closer to the enemy. Right here, we should be able to cut him off.
So say we all.
And we can fire these beauties and hopefully take this bastard out once and for all. I've never seen such a difficult Talon to kill, but I hope that we kill him this time. And even though our marks have been nerfed since the update, I think they can do a lot of damage. I don't know who the hell just fired torps. It wasn't us. It may have been Caprica Terminal. Is that possible? Somebody fired torps. It's obviously going to change the game a bit, but I'm not sure who the hell it was. So let's go ahead and turn. Our guided missiles are hitting, and I think this thing is going to go down in a second here. Come on, boys! Fire! Get a rear shot!
Adamant
Get a rear shot, damn it! 1 more and they're done. I want to just make sure none of our ships are going to crash into each other. I think they're doing just fine. That's going to be the end for that Talon class ship. And hopefully a mission victory for us, guys.
Admiral Kane.
There we go.
Caprican and Quorum representatives are on the line. They want to know about Colonial Fleet's involvement at Caprica Terminal.
Divert the calls to my office, Lieutenant. And get us out of Helios Alpha, Commander, before I am forced to ground the Daedalus for good.
Well, she doesn't seem too chipper. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the auto replay. Sometimes I talk over these, but sometimes I also don't. So let me know which you prefer in the comments. If you like me to talk over the auto replay or not, I'm going to let you guys just enjoy this on your own. No talking at all. So there we go, guys. I have to say, if there was some sort of ship racing competition, this particular Talon would have absolutely won. Just the amount of turns he wasted keeping us away was incredible, and I'm starting to think that maybe our Battlestar, excuse me, not our Battlestar, our frigate was a little too high up to get shots, but for whatever reason he wasn't shooting. He should have still been able to shoot with his lower cannons. He did eventually start firing when we increased the offensive capabilities, but it took so long, and I swear this Talon would have won any sort of space race if there was like a set point and an end point. Without FTL drive, and they would have done it really well. This guy was fast, he got away from us for a long time, and caused us a lot of frustration. But the good news is that our fleet came out of this unscathed, guys. And of course, now that we're at coming up on episode 3, some of you guys are going to be renamed after some of these ships. So if you want a Manticore, make sure to let me know. If you want an Adamant class, some people have already made that clear, let me know, and we will get into it. And don't forget, your name is going to be on the side of that ship, which is just such a cool feature. I can't even begin to describe it.
Commander,
so here we go.
Before we go venturing into the cold unknown, might I suggest we update our fleet a little?
Yes, of course.
I can draw up all the plans you want.
Yeah.
But you will still need
Got the Adamant guys
of the colonies to turn raw materials and blueprints into a living, breathing crew aboard an operational ship. Luckily for you, Lucinda Kane is persuasive. Her recent display of force has provided us the requisitioning power needed for my Adamant-class frigates. We may as well be well defended, whatever it is you're dragging us into.
All right, well, it's pretty straightforward now. We're going to have to wait for Mortillium, and if I'm looking at my economy, our expenditure is actually costing more than what we're making. So we might need to go ahead and attack this Cylon Fleet 1, but with 3 Manticores, I'm not sure we're ready for the job. I'm going to let you guys decide in the comments down below what we should do. We will jump into the Build Ships faction quickly. See, we can't rush for 570. We need to wait for that Tillium to come in. So let me know if you think we should take on this Cylon fleet, or if we should just wait another turn and hope for the best, wait for that fleet to be created. It's all up to you guys. I want to make sure that you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button, that comment button. Let me know what you want your ship named after, and next episode we're going to have some user ships on the battlefield. But we need to decide what to do. As you guys know, a lot of the battles in this game, not counting the story battles, are totally randomized, and this Cylon fleet being right next to us is a little scary and puts us in a pretty tough position. So let's hear your opinion, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope you guys will subscribe to the AgrippaMaxentius channel. Take care, my friends.